Hi, I'm Arsh and I play the guitar and I sing sometimes for the band.
Hi, I'm Anshul. I play drums for the band.
Hi, my name is Abhishek and I sing all the time.
Hi, my name is Abhinav and I play the bass guitar.
We formed in 2007 when Anshul and I hooked up through a social networking site, and then Abhishek and Abhinav, all of us were in the same college, and me, like Abhishek and me were like anyway working on songs at that time, so we all decided that we'll form a band, and then Abhinav also joined us, and that was how like the four of us came together in a matter of like 6 months in 2007. We played our first show in July.
15th of July.
2007, yeah. So our sound is essentially experimental alternative rock as of right now, but we're expanding more into making it sound not like a rock band. So, but that's in the future. As of right now, whatever we have is in a very 4-piece rock band sort of context, as of all the music we release up to now and what's going to come out. But in the future, there's something else planned entirely, which even we don't know what's going to be like. Our last album was called From Space, and we released it in 2010 after it was already in production since 2009. We had it ready since 2009. We managed to release it by 2010 after a long and tumultuous affair. So it actually represents a very early sound of the band, like when the band just started, and maybe the first 8 or 9 or 10 songs we wrote, and those are directly on the album, and like it's probably a more refined version of what we started as. The song we played for you was Swinpiddle. Upcoming album is called Bats, and it's named after one of the songs from the album. And like actually it's like we've been writing this material for almost like 3 years right now, and it's been in production for almost a year and a half, and we've been really detailing it out and getting it right. We're trying to get the best we can from it over a period of time.
Yeah, in this laboratory around the rules, that's a song from our second album, and see, that's also like a song we made very, like it's again a very spontaneous effort. Like it's very like, you know, the jam is on the spot, and like everything is just like we just made this song together, and nothing is very thought of, and you know, and even the name, like it's not really like to do with the meaning of the title or to do with the meaning of what, you know, like we're not really putting out a meaning through this song. It's just a lot of fun. You can imagine anything.
It's like having no control.
Yeah, it's like you go to office and you come back
and like you work.
You take your clothes off.
It's
and
like
lie around naked.
imagine if you remember yourself in school and when the bell rang for the recess break, and that feeling is the lyrics and the meaning of that song, and that's it. Gardens was like a basic like the 2-part section of it, which is the 2 riffs, and like the basic jam we had together was a section we had for a very long time, and like we couldn't figure out where to go from that. So it was
one of those songs which was not spontaneous.
yeah, it was one of the songs which wasn't spontaneous because we couldn't figure out where to go with it.
It was one of the first like tracks we made like after the first time.
Yeah.
It took us a lot of time to figure out
Very long time,
to figure out that
Yeah.
middle section and everything.
Yeah, there are these three songs like basic, like one we played for you called Twin Puddle. There are two other songs from the first album, From Space, which I think sort of like molded the way like we wanted to write after that, and like sort of gave us a direction because till that point it was still very like structured and organized and linear and you know like just to break away from that. So one is a song called FOPS.
It stands for full on party scene.
Yeah, and that's like a lot to do with our bass player's dream of mine at the point of time where he was Mr. Party.
That was also like quite interesting because I still remember this was this night at Lucknow.
Lucknow, yeah, we were staying in the hotel. Kanpur, dude, Kanpur. IIT Kanpur.
Yeah, we went to IIT Kanpur and after that competition we were like, by the way, we came third.
Yeah, and we had like a really good time there and we were all night doing sort of up to all sorts of shenanigans and whatnot. And like we essentially like we came back to our hotel room like really late at night.
Yeah.
And like we just kind of jammed.
Yeah, and that was one of the days we came back to the jam and we were like, oh my god, we have to pick up instruments and make something. We feel like making something. And I was just like, we all wanted to make some music, so we like just picked up. Yeah. The other song from that album is this really like fun 1.5 minute almost jam called Japanese Rebellion, which is about a confused samurai who can't wade through the water and like basically can't swim, and that's the basic issue he has in life.
And that's why we don't like him.
Yeah, so we're like, okay, you can fight, but why can't you swim?
So we can't swim.
We were actually, in fact, when we were on the way here, we were discussing on online media thing, which was that how like, you know, like earlier, like if you had to be an artist to get across to people, you had to be signed on by a major label and have a major label budget fund you. And so it created this like really bourgeois sort of scene where like, you know, either an artist is like a star or he's like the gutter rat doing very bad drugs, you know. But right now what's happened, yeah, with the internet and such like easy accessibility to music, so everyone who wants to express themselves can put it out for people, and you actually remove the middleman, which is what the corporate essentially are if you think about it. Like, you know, people taking your music, giving it out to people, and you have to bypass, you have to go through someone to reach them. But now you can bypass that, you directly reach out to the people you want to, you can connect to people you want to. It removes some of the mystery of going and buying a tape in a store, which I think is awesome.
It's not making it a big deal. Like,
We met and got in touch with ArtistAloud first in 2010 with the amount of platforms they can put you on, with their release strategies, with the video series they're doing. So they've really expanded and got into a lot of very interesting places where a lot of people can tap into their music, be very straight up with the music and get it easily, get it for like, you know, a very reasonable price, have a lot of accessibility to the bands, to the artists they like, and be able to see them perform, be able to see them in a live situation, which, like, you know, if you live in Chennai and you see a Delhi band, like it's very tough because of the long distance commute. You don't manage to get to Chennai a lot, but with like, you know, the whole video community thing of what ArtistAloud is doing besides the online music thing. It's very good for people to like actually know about what the band is and the artists they want to get in touch with. So it's great for online community building, and it's probably one of the premier platforms in India by far. For us, firstly, it's our EP, which is called Sheep, which is like a bunch of covers we've done, and we've completely manipulated them and made them into our own songs. And basically, it's like the core of the song absolutely like changed and like messed around with. So the first is like we have to put out that EP, which is a very online affair. We want it to be like a very low-key, no-deal affair of just putting up the songs and having people listen to them. After that is the major work, which is the album, which we're still figuring out how to get all the systems in order for it to actually have an impact, and we would like it to have some impact. And just as soon as it's done, as soon as it's right, we'll release it. So the album's called Bats, the EP is called Sheep, and that's actually what's consuming our current future as of now. Besides playing all the gigs we can, like as many as we can. And in the future, I think the first order of priority is to make more music, firstly, and first be able to like, you know, get back to writing and making a lot of music. And actually move forward with, in fact, making music
and actually, you know, sort of exercising that experimental thoughts that we talk about.
Yeah.
The ideas that we sort of have, and you know, the equipment that we have, and what we will get and we want to get, to actually use it and make a song together, because that's something new.
Yeah, for us.
That we will do.
So first is like the order of business is to get those systems in order, and to like try to figure out a new way of doing. Then obviously, like, you know, anyone who's interesting, anyone like we find that like it'll be great to work with or have in our scenario, like, but that's an open-ended question which we haven't come across yet, because we still want to progress to writing more in a new direction. So that's the most important thing I thought.